Podcast. Hey, welcome back. I am Dutch and I'm in Denver, and you're watching or listening to the Dutch and Denver podcast. Welcome back to that thing. Let's go, Brandon. Man. All right, so this might be a little bit of a fly by night podcast. It was planned, but I didn't get to it. Oh, it's Tuesday. This is when we do podcasts. Man, it's been busy. I got the kids. No fill, no hat, buddy. I got a haircut. Like that? Looking clean. But yeah, I got the kids here. I got the brother, the wife, and a whole bunch of other family. Okay. I will not always be available, and it's tough because like I had the surgery and all that, and I wasn't available, and now I'm not because of family and Christmas. So I'm thankful to my loyal fans like Phil. Yep, that's it, just Phil. We're not a big podcast, folks. We're a big gaming empire. We just like to have fun. But okay, so yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on, man. Like I said, it's chaotic right now, and I'm back to super into the train because I got some new stuff coming and I'm ready, and it's coming along. Not important, but I still don't know how to share pictures. Like I know how. I guess I could post them on Twitter or Facebook, but not enough people are on there, so maybe you wouldn't understand. Also, as for games, I'm not talking Call of Duty. That thing is a fucking wreck. So don't expect to see me on there. And Halo, I love the multiplayer. It is great. But I need to play it not wrecked. Okay? We might play after this because I'm feeling froggy tonight and all that. As for the campaign, I am dying to play the campaign, but it has to be done in its proper space. Okay? Like, it needs to be played in a couple of streams or 4, depending on how long it is. Like, if it's 12 hours, we need to break it up into, like, couple 3-hour streams. I can't just drunkenly get on here and be like, we're gonna play the campaign. No, we can't do that. Okay? So we're not gonna do that. I'm saving the Halo campaign for when I can sit down and really just immerse myself in that campaign and immerse y'all in that campaign. Like, I hope the co op one comes out and then we'll bring Phil. Because actually, guys, believe it or not, I hope most of you are like integrated. Because you understand I have a podcast and I play games online, right? No, Dutch, we didn't know that. Well, you don't actually listen to either of them then. But yeah, that's what I do when I'm bored. So, one of our longtime fans, Phil, finally got around to firing up the old Xbox, and Phil and I played Destiny the other night together. It was really nice to play with Phil. Like I've Phil, how long we go back, man? 12 months, maybe longer. Never met him, never talked to him or anything, and I finally got to play them on Xbox. He sucks. His kills were lacking. They were bad. Damn it, Phil, pick it up. No, I'm kidding. It was fun playing with Phil. It was nice to connect with a fan and play with him, and just like a game we both enjoyed. Because I'm also thinking about getting back into Destiny because I understand that they have really they made the game better than it was. Because Destiny 1 was awesome. Destiny 2 sucked ass. It was the same reskinned crap, and now I don't feel like it is. But this is the podcast, and we're going to talk about shit I want to talk about. So, this is going to be a podcast where I hope. Actually, I don't hope, but I never get hate. I see controversial shit all the time, and no one ever agrees or denies, and it just makes you think that people don't listen. But I see the stats, folks. Listen. So we're gonna start off with um the Denver Broncos. Okay, as you guys know, I do not watch the NFL anymore. I don't fucking care about their commie shit, and it's not my thing. Okay, but living in Denver and Colorado, you can't help but be inundated with it. So I hear about it from time to time, and it is on national news and stuff like that. So this past week, Demaryius Thomas, who used to be a wide receiver for the Broncos, he passed away at a very young age of 33. I mean I feel for the man. I feel for the man's family. Okay? That is just terrible to lose a son or a brother or anyone at the age of 33. Okay? It's terrible to lose someone at the age of 93. That is that is heartbreaking. And I get that for his family and the people that were close to him. Where my issue comes in is a little bit different. And everybody's going to say, Dutch, are cold and heartless. And yeah, I am. Let me explain what happened to you. Demaryius Thomas, and we'll call him DT for short, was a Broncos wide receiver who, I mean, he was pretty good. I will give him that, but he was a while ago. Not a while, maybe like 5, 10 years. Like our Super Bowl 50 team. I don't. Yeah, he might have been on that. But I always had a love hate with DT because as a player, he if you threw him a ball that no one could catch, he would like one hand somersault catch it. Like Odell Beckham. Okay, phenomenal at that. But if you threw it in his numbers, he dropped it. And sometimes I felt like he didn't try as hard as he should have, and like he didn't really care as much about winning football games as he should have. But he was an excellent receiver for the Denver Broncos in his time. He wasn't our best, but he was a good player. he was an even better person. Like, he used his platform as an NFL player to be a rock star in the community, which I do admire, but I also am a believer of you're an NFL football player, so be good at football and do that secondary. And it seemed like he was a good person and good at football secondary. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I just, yeah, he wasn't my favorite. Okay. But he was a very good football player and he was an even better person. For those of us who remember him, and that's important that you remember this. Because what the Denver Broncos thought they would do on Sunday when they played the Detroit Lions is their first offensive possession, they decided that they would only line up 10 men, 10 football players, and they would have the 11th, because if you guys know, 11 guys play football on a side. So they lined up with 10 guys, and the 11th guy sat on the sideline and honored DT or whatever. And they took a delay of game penalty, and the Lions declined it. So it was almost like a complete fucking waste of time. Let's dive into this. I would say 90 to 99.99% of the Denver Broncos who are currently on that team never played a single fucking game with Demaryius Thomas. They don't know him. They were teammates. They know nothing of him. He was only like a franchise guy that they want to honor. I'm fine honoring him. The painted 88 on the sideline, fine. The memorial in the outside, fine. I get all that. Now, taking a penalty at the beginning of an NFL game when you guys are the shit team of the world is not a tribute. That is a it's a pathetic, stupid thing to do. And frankly, if I was the Lions coach, I would have accepted that penalty and be like, fuck you guys. This is I mean, I understand you want to honor your a teammate who has passed away, but A, none of you ever played with him. B, you're all fucking shitheads. C, you guys suck ass. We suck ass. We're not doing this. This is not, again, you guys are a business. You're a professional sports team in theory. And again, I know it sounds harsh, but fuck you. That is not the time to do it. You don't take up actual NFL plays when you're, quote, now in the playoff hunt to honor someone who you never played with ever and you know nothing about. It was just stupid. And I understand, oh, it was a sweet gesture. No, it wasn't. It was a dumb thing to fucking do. And if I was that Lions coach, you guys are 1-10. Ooh, excuse me. I would have enforced that penalty and shown, guys, this is a football game. Show the fuck up. Now, I apparently the Broncos called him the day before and said, "This is what we're gonna do," and he was like, "Okay, I'm okay." No, all of that. That is not how you honor a player by playing a man down, taking a penalty like assholes. When you the whole season you guys have been accused of being assholes. You suck. You're fucking terrible at what you do. But yeah, let's do that. So I think that was stupid. Unbelievably fucking stupid. Now again, I'm sorry we lost DT. That's a shame we lost a 33-year-old man that young. But again, none of you played with him. You don't. You know him as well as I do. Okay? The podcaster in Denver. Come on. It's a shame, but you don't take penalties and do a stupid show like that. That's why no one takes the Broncos seriously. Just a joke of And they're in the playoff hunt. They won't make it. Moving on. Again, we're gonna have to talk about a little bit of tragedy, but tornadoes like ripped through the South. It was bad, like real bad. Lots of people died. Lots of stuff got destroyed. Um, I'm sorry for that. I feel bad with empathy, but not anywhere else because I don't know any of those people. But leave it to the Democrats to never let a good catastrophic tragedy go to waste. So this is what the Democrats did is they used the tornadoes that happened in like Kentucky and southern Missouri and blah blah all those places to further their political fucking agenda. And they went straight to climate change. Imagine, I mean, they always do that because that's like the Democrats' motto is never let a good tragedy go to waste. Like anytime there's a school shooting or a shooting or anything like that, the Democrats just they jump on board like, oh, we need gun control. And now that there was a tornado, they're like, climate change. I just like I'm not gonna get mad. Like I am mad, and I think y'all should be mad, but you just had to a little bit kick back and laugh and be like, what kind of psychopath takes a tragedy like that and makes it a political agenda? Oh, the Democrats. But yet, you guys keep voting for that. Fucking idiots. Okay, so let's be clear about a couple of things. And I'm going to steal a little bit of information from Michael Brown, like I always do. But this isn't a new thing, guys. Like, there was a tornado that hit in that literally like the same spot a while back, long time ago, like 1920s, and it traveled like 7 miles shorter than this one. So it wasn't because of climate change. The devastation of this one came because there's more people in the world and there was more population in that area. But it was not because of climate change. Climate change is not a thing. Okay? And you can argue with me about this all you want, but it's not. And I'll tell you why for a couple things. Actually, wait a minute. Let me rephrase. Man made climate change is not a thing. It can't be. You're not that powerful. You're not that significant in this world, you dumb motherfuckers. So let's discuss climate change. Do you remember how, like in school or at the Natural History Museum, we all talked about like, hey man, there was an ice age. That's like when the whole world fucking froze. What caused that? Fossil fuels? Because those cavemen, goddamn man, those sons of bitches were burning oil like you wouldn't believe. More than we ever did. They had coal power. They had all that. They did. They did. They didn't. So what caused the ice age? Just climate shift. Just that's what happens. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. It's just that's what happens. Like you're not man human beings are not so significant that we can change the weather or what we do affects it. Also like burning okay, so let's just quick thing. Fossil fuels are from organic material like decomposing into a big pool of oil. This is simplistic. But do you think Mother Nature would like create these huge pools of the most efficient energy in the world if it kills Mother Nature? No, you're stupid. It's not man made. It's none of that. It's just, it's a climate change that the earth goes through cycles. And that's all it is. We're not a strong enough force to make a difference in that. Like I said, in the 20s, there was the exact same tornado. It went like 7 miles shorter. And the only reason this one was more devastating is because we have more people in this world, so there were more people in the way. And leave it to a Democrat to take a horrible tragedy and make it benefit their political stance. That's why these people are scumbags. True, honest to God scumbags. And like I tweeted out the other day, because I'm still looking for a Democrat. But and one of our good friends, Kelly, she's been on a past podcast. I think he said, like, where are my Dems at? I need one of you. And she's like, no, you don't. And I haven't responded. But I will, because maybe she has one that can help me. But really, like, what kind of piece of shit uses what happened with these tornadoes to further a fictitious political agenda? And again, climate change is real, but it's not man made. For instance, like, okay, so think about this, and this is basic fucking science or like alcoholism. Ice. Let's take ice. Everybody says that the polar ice caps melt, they're going to flood the world. If you take a bottle of water and you put it in the freezer and it freezes, the lid pops off because ice expands. Water expands when it's frozen and fucks shit up. Now, if the polar ice caps melt, technically, they would take up less volume, so the sea level would go down. Right? Like, let's think about it. If the ocean was full of ice cubes, it would be full. And then if those ice cubes melted, it would go down. Because get a glass of water and do this experiment at home. Get a glass of water, and I want you to fill that glass. Get a glass, fill it full of ice, and then fill it full of water, just to the brim. And it's full, and let it sit there, and let all the ice melt. I promise you, the glass will not overflow. There will actually be less volume in that glass with melted ice than there was with ice. So if the ice caps melt, the sea level might actually go down. No, I'm serious. Think about that. I'm pretty sure, like, the volume of ice, like, if you freeze a gallon of water, the volume increases. And then if you. So, yeah. So that'll raise the sea levels. But if you melt a gallon of water, it'll actually be smaller. I'm pretty sure, like, if you fill a gallon like 3/4 full and then freeze it, it'll fill the whole gallon jug. But it was only 3/4 being. So the ice melting will actually lower the sea levels. Yeah, but Dutch, some of that's on land. Okay. We've never bitched about the the ice caps on land melting. It's the ice sheet that freezes the ocean. Yeah, think about that. It's okay. I'm right. You're wrong. Bill says that's what they blame the flooding on. On what? Ice melting? But again, we just talked about this, man. Like physically, ice takes frozen water takes up more volume than liquid water. So again, if you have a glass full of ice cubes, just do this: take a glass and fill it full of ice cubes, and then let all those ice cubes melt, and it will not be a full glass of melted water anymore. So yeah, you can't again. Climate change, yes. Man made, no. But for the Democrats to make what the tornadoes, all that happened, like a political thing, is shitty of them. I mean, everything they do is shitty. They're horrible fucking people. And that's why, Kelly responded. But yeah, Democrats are scumbags of the world. And that's where we're at these days. Like, it's not Trump and his mean tweets. It's not Republicans or it is Democrats. You guys are scumbags destroying the world with your insane shit. And that brings us on to the next stuff. So Redfin, do you guys know who they are? They they're like a real estate website. You know if you can buy houses on Redfin? Oh, good, Phil, you agree with me. See, Phil's not a moron. Okay, but so Redfin, like, they're a real estate company or website. I don't fucking know. I don't care. But Redfin came out and said, hey, man, we're not going to post the crime statistics of the neighborhoods anymore. So, like, when you're on Redfin and you're like, hey, man, I want to search like 123 First Street. That's a nice looking house. What are the crime statistics in this county? And you search and you're like, oh, fuck, these are terrible. It's a bad place to live. Oh my God, I'm so scared. They're not going to do that anymore. Because two things. Well, these are their two things. They say that the statistics might be inaccurate. Maybe. Probably lower than they are. Three things, sorry. So they say the crime statistics might be inaccurate. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they're going to be lower than whatever anyone sees. But also, they say that it's racist because, and get this, people aren't going to want to move to black and brown neighborhoods because the crime might be higher. Well, no shit. And they also said that it was going to bring back redlining, which, if you don't know what redlining is, let me explain it to you. In short, it was an old practice where neighborhoods and stuff were redlined, and they said, hey, you can't sell houses and mortgage things to black and brown people. This is literally the opposite of that. And Redfin's like, hey, man, okay, so if you're going to search a house, we won't tell you the crime statistics because you're not going to want to move there. Well, no goddamn shit. What? If say I'm married with two kids and I'm moving to a new city and I'm on Redfin and I type in 123 Main Street and they're like, oh, that's a nice looking house, kinda. But why are all the I'm looking down here. Why are all the businesses boarded up around there? Oh, maybe I should check the crime rates. So Redfin used to say crime rates, but now they don't anymore because when I Googled crime rates, it's like crime's fucking super high here and you will absolutely get murdered in this city. Don't fucking move here. Uh, and they don't want to do that anymore because it's racially discriminatory. Yeah, it is. Because most of the most fucked up places are where a bunch of black and brown people are fucking stuff up because the Democrats have let them. Like, look at Chicago, man. See, I shouldn't laugh at this, but I have to because it's absolutely absurd. Like, the most crime-ridden place in the world are a bunch of black and brown people fucking stuff up. And I'm not saying the black and brown people are inherently bad. I'm saying the Democrats have given them pass. It's just like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want because racism and blah blah blah, dumb crap. And people are like, yeah, oh yeah, it's smart. We should do that. I just, oh fuck you, Redfin, scumbag pieces of shit. Just for the Democrats. Let's see what else. Um, New York City wants to let non-citizens start voting. I mean, what do you say to that? That is the most insane shit. That's not the most insane shit, but that is insane shit. Um, if you start letting non-citizens vote, what's the difference between a citizen and a non-citizen? Nothing. Well, of course not, because that's what the Democrats want. They just want complete fucking and utter chaos where they can take stupid, not stupid people, but just people who aren't necessarily attuned to things and been like, hey man, just vote for us because we'll just give you money. And then that'll cause inflation and we'll have supply chain issues and blah, 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 and go down the road. But don't pay attention to that at all because inherently you're stupid. Oh no, those aren't my words, guys. Those are the Dems' words. That inherently black and brown people are stupid because then I think Seattle or Washington or Oregon, one of those fucked up states, has decided that math, and we've talked about this earlier, but they've actually done this, is that now math is racist. And they have lowered the standards in schools for black and brown kids, I think for everyone, but just to make it fair for black and brown kids. And that goes back to the soft bigotry, where it's like they tell these students, well, you're not smart enough to pass the test, so we'll make it easier for you because we're Democrats and we're helping. Oh, we're just so nice. How does no one else think this is fucked up? Am I literally the only one? And I know there's other people that are on like mainstream media, but they can't say it's fucked up. They just think this is wrong. But I'm not going to do anything about it. And I can't do anything about it. I mean, I can vote my conscience and I can tell my friends and family and the people who listen to the podcast how fucked up this is. But you guys have to like check this out. Like Denver. Oh, let's find this. Okay, we'll go to our bookmarks. So this is a Denver public school. And this is Centennial Elementary. It's in probably Centennial. And this is so like you know how schools have like a placard outside. It's like, hey man, winter breaks from here to here. Merry happy holidays. That sort of thing. We'll talk about that in a second. Let me write that down. Because happy holidays pisses me the fuck off. Happy holidays. Okay. So outside Centennial Elementary, it says on their little like exterior bulletin board. I'm not sure it's called a bulletin board, but you know what I mean. It's got bricks and it has the letters like you put in like gas station numbers, and it says families of color playground night Wednesday 12/8 at 4:10 p.m. I don't know. Does that seem right to you? Like I talked about this last week, man. We have Supreme Court uh judgments that say separate but equal is unconstitutional. But the Democrats want to literally and think about this. If you're a Democrat, and I know you can't because as a Democrat you're incapable of intelligent thought. But this is segregation. And I know as a Democrat, you're like, oh, segregation was only black and white. No, no, man. Segregation is like anything that separates people based on anything. Okay? So, families of color playground night and the comments, oh my God. These are my favorite. So, just go to Christopher F. Rufo. I'm not going to read his at. Well, I can, but it's at Real Chris Rufo. And he posts this picture and he adds stuff. And some of his adding is according to the Centennial Elementary staff, this event was organized by the school's quote, Dean of Culture. What the fuck? Right there, you know this is retarded. Nicole Timbrock? The event was canceled due to COVID protocols, but the plan is to reschedule in the new year. Okay, so first of all, COVID protocols are over because our Dem governor who is up for re-election and said, "Hey man, the emergency's over. Re-elect me." Never mind what I said in the past, like wear a damn mask, you bastards. Forget all of that shit. Okay. It goes on to there's a DU law professor that said it's a violation of the Colorado Constitution. We don't care about that because we're Democrats and we don't give a shit as long as it fits our agenda. Blah 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 blah. Let's talk about some retarded people here. Okay, Nina Tannenwald at Nina Tannenwald. Good grief. A lot of pearl grasping here. Anyone can show up to these kind of events. They aren't exclusive. Anyone can go. Okay, Nina. Let's play a little game. Could you imagine if that sign had said family or white families playground night? Wednesday, 12/8 at 4:10 p.m. You all would have shit your pants. It would have been the end of the fucking world. They probably would have burned that goddamn school to the ground. So yeah, worlds have meaning. Words have meaning. I'm sorry. Um, Nina has a lot of responses, and some of it is hilarious because Nina doesn't actually respond. Like this person, Starcross liaison, Sherry Schultz. If it's not important and doesn't mean anything, why do it at all? And Nina responds, I didn't say it's not important and doesn't mean anything at all. I only said it wasn't exclusive. Yeah, typical liberal nonsense. Uh Chris Feldmeyer at Chris Feldmeyer, Chris with a K. So if the sign said white families, this guy makes my point for me. There wouldn't be any pearl grasping. Anyone should just assume all are welcome. No big whoop. And Nina doesn't reply, and everyone's asking for Nina's response. But she actually never makes it into the comments. Now, she might be busy with other things like rioting and looting, so I totally understand that. But it's little things like that. I mean, again, if you're a Democrat and you can't see this, it's because you're a Democrat and you're completely fucking crazy and you need help beyond all belief. I can't anymore. It's not. I mean, it's worth my time because that's what this podcast is about, and I don't want it to be about. I'd love to talk sports with you guys, but I talk sports with you guys, and it was just like grandstanding over a dead person that none of you ever met, and I didn't say cause of death because I don't know the cause of death. I know what they said the cause of death was, but it might come out different later. And I'm not saying he's a bad guy; I just said he's a troubled guy. I think the NFL and all those scumbags will take this to be like, oh yeah, we shouldn't have helmet. No, man, the guy got a concussion in a fucking car accident. That's where his seizures came from. It wasn't your pussy rules for your $40 million a year players. Yeah, but let's just go with that narrative. It's so polarizing, and like that's what I can't quite grasp is that like one side is completely fucking nuts and the other side is just completely useless. And so we've been over this and I'll talk about them in a minute. Libs of TikTok. I like this account. I think it's awesome. And a lot of people have raised a question. A lot of people on my side have been like, so what is like I want to see the reverse of libs of TikTok. Like I want to see the crazies on the right. And there is one, and I can't remember what it is. It's like GOP tears or something like that. But that account is like super fringe KKK lack of, yeah, but it's your group, Dutch. No, it's not, man. Okay, the amount of people in the KKK compared to the amount of people in the world is like a drop in the fucking bucket, and a ridiculously stupid drop. Okay, but the amount of liberals poisoning your kids and doing crazy shit is all of them. Yeah, all of them. Because I've been begging for months for a liberal to come on here and defend what the fuck is going on in your party. Because I can defend what's going on the right side. We are spineless pussies. And yeah, we have some fringe groups like the KKK, but they're so tiny that it doesn't fucking matter. They have no influence on anything. But when I see some crazy liberal on TikTok or anywhere with a video about how she came out to her students, or he, or I don't give a fuck. They're teachers, public school teachers who teach the masses. Yeah, that's a problem. Also, I did go to school, believe it or not, and I went to a lot of school, college, grad, blah, blah, elementary, preschool, pre-K, middle school, high school, college, post college, all that stuff. Okay, I took a lot of classes. I've read a lot of books. I've done a lot of schooling. I cannot, in my extensive career of school, think of a single time where who my teacher slept with was relevant or even a subject of anything. And do you know why? It's because it's not. Like, there's absolutely no scenario when my question was, hey, Mr. Oh, yeah, also, they are Mr. and Mrs., Professor, or Doctor. That's how you address teachers in my day, not mix. Okay, so that's my other question. How do you. So, Mr. and Mrs. non binary is MSX, maybe? Who cares? Who fucking stupid? Or MX. How are those mix, mix, mix? Yeah, they all sound exactly the fucking same. So they're completely pointless, and you're a moron for believing any of it. Now, okay. So there's no scenario when I was like, excuse me, Mrs. Williams, who did you have sex with last night? Or was it a man or a woman? Didn't come up. Ever. Just didn't. There was someone on the Lives of TikTok account, I think may have been somewhere else, but she had to come out to her third graders that she slept with weird people. I don't fucking know. But there's no situation whatsoever in a classroom where your sexual orientation comes out. It just doesn't. Even in a sexual orientation class, you are not the subject of the class, you stupid fuck. And that's where the liberals are. So, again, find me a liberal. I have some fucking questions for you that you need to defend. And if you say, but CNN, that's not a source. Seriously, I want to know in what classroom setting is who a teacher fucks relevant. It's not. It's not relevant who a student fucks or anything like that. You're there to learn. And even if you're there learning about ridiculous liberal crap like gender studies and that shit, there is no scenario which the teacher should be the subject of any lesson unless your teacher is Albert fucking Einstein. And considering he is dead, I highly doubt he will ever be the subject. Or Oppenheimer, If you guys don't know, he was integral to the development of an atomic weapon for the United States. He might be dead too. So he's completely fucking irrelevant. Now, if you're a teacher or a professor or a doctor who does educate the youth of this country, in no scenario, no situation, no setting is your sexual preference a subject because you're not the subject, you stupid liberal fuck. Even in my social circles with my friends, who I sleep with, I mean, maybe my guy friends, some of my girlfriends, most everyone who I sleep with is definitely a subject. I don't teach kids though. If I was a third grade teacher, I would, under no circumstances, talk to them about chasing tail. Because that's fucking irrelevant in third grade. You're talking about painting, basic. What do you learn in third grade? Uh, Reading, writing. Well, I don't know. In fucking Seattle, maybe something else. But we're talking about normal third grade classes: reading, writing, mathematics. Is that when you're maybe getting into multiplication and division? Or are you still just like, are you doing like 3-digit addition? Doesn't matter. 3-digit addition. Who I fucked has literally nothing to do with it. There's no possible way. They'd be like, hey, we're going to add 395 plus 472. And those are 3-digit numbers. I actually fucked a chick with 3 nipples. Nope, it's not a that's nothing that comes up. So sharing your sexual preference with your students makes you a psychopath who should be jailed, possibly shot in the face. There's literally no scenario, even like I said, even in sexual studies. Because I've taken some because I thought they'd be fun in college when I was younger and stupid. But yeah, I didn't really care who my professor was doing stuff with. I wanted to read the text or watch the movie or whatever. It, again, you're like a divining rod where you bring the lightning down and send it out. Nobody fucking cares about you. You're a teacher, and people are like, oh yeah, teachers are important. Okay, nowadays they're completely not because they're all fucking liberal psychos, and they need to be put down and relieved of their positions, especially if you're sharing with your third grade class which sexual preference you have. I mean, again, to quote a movie, and I can't remember which movie, but I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. You have adults sharing a sexual preference with 8-year-olds. These are liberals. And people are still like, yep, I'm a liberal. Yep, you're a fucking psycho. And you need professional fucking help. It's bad. All right, what else? Oh, I don't have the window open, but let me look. Maybe Aubrey. Nope, Aubrey did not chime in. Phil did though. Yeah, Phil. Kids are fucking stupid, dude. It's unbelievable how dumb they are. They ate Tide Pods. Like when I was a kid, we did stupid stuff. Okay, like really stupid stuff. I never once ate laundry soap or like ate a bunch of cinnamon or oh god, kids are so un. And fuck you, Phil. You're dumb too. Well, I'm not. You're not dumb, but you're a kid. How old are you, Phil? You're 20. You can't even drink yet. Wait till you have to start drinking. All right, Aubrey. Aubrey's here, and Aubrey sent me an article from the LA Times that was about why your holiday booze will be more expensive. That is the most full of shit article I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so then they were partially right because, yeah, booze is more expensive. But they blamed it on everyone else but them. And it is 100% fucking California. And we went over this last week. With the supply chain issues are California. It's all their fault. It literally is all of their fault. Because again, the Port of Los Angeles is not open 24/7, 365. It's open like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Yeah, the major shipping port of the world is not open all the time. Also, only union people can be there. Shocking. Also, they have to adhere to these ridiculous fucking climate shit. So it's all California's fault why your booze is more expensive. And they tried to pass it off as something other than what it was. Yeah, supply chain issues because of fucking you. Okay? And booze, yeah, booze from Europe is going to be more expensive because Europe's just as psychotically liberal as we are. So, yeah, I mean, they were right that, yeah, everything's more expensive. But they didn't actually touch on why it's more expensive because of supply chain issues. Yes, all true. What are the supply chain issues? Fucking liberals and Democrats. Okay, that's it. What are the because everyone's saying that, hey man, now inflation is a problem. Because it used to be inflation's normal. It's good for the country. Now it's a problem. Yeah, it's Democrats. These are what liberals do. Or this is what liberals do. And most of you, all the liberals, are too stupid because they're like, oh yeah, mother government. Yay, yay, yay. They're saying that eventually someone has to pay for this. Yeah, just let the rich people do it. Yep. That's socialism, and that works so fucking well. Idiots. Okay. Aubrey, what did you want? Give me a topic. Aubrey's in here too. You all should say hi to Aubrey. All right. So, Aubrey, give me a topic while I vamp on this. Happy holidays. You can fuck your mother. I know you, if you work in a grocery store or a retail setting, you have to say happy holidays to me because if you said Merry Christmas, I might be a liberal psycho and murder you for it. But I'm a firm believer in whatever holiday you celebrate, you say. I celebrate Christmas. So I tell everyone Merry Christmas. I don't say it now because it's not fucking Christmas time yet. Okay? But closer to Christmas, I will, have a good day. Yep, you too. Or they say, Happy Holidays, and I say Merry Christmas. Fine. Everything's fine. What about the Jews? I'll tell you what about the Jews. If you're Jewish and you're, actually, I won't even degrade them. I'll just do it this way. I'm a Christian and I'm working at King Supers and I check you out and you're Jewish and you buy all your stuff. And at the end of it, I say Merry Christmas because I'm a Christian and that's what I celebrate. And the Jewish person to me says Happy Hanukkah. And we just go on our day. That's it. That's all there is to it. And if you're an African and you celebrate Kwanzaa and I'm Jewish and I say, Happy Hanukkah and you say Happy Kwanzaa, that's it. You just, yep, that was it. That was the exchange. That's kind of like, have a good day. You too. That was it. That's all that has to happen. You say the holiday the holiday you celebrate. Okay. So I tell everyone Merry Christmas because I celebrate fucking Christmas. And if you celebrate Hanukkah, you tell everyone Happy or Merry Hanukkah. And if you celebrate Kwanzaa or any of the other ones, you say Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Kwanzaa. It's okay. That is a. If I tell you Merry Christmas and you say Happy Hanukkah, Those are perfectly adequate responses to any of those gestures. That's just, it's okay. It's fine. Happy holidays is fucking bullshit, though. Because happy holidays means I'm a pussy. That's exactly what it means. I'm a goddamn pussy, and I don't have the spine to tell you that, hey, I'm a Jew, I'm a Christian, I'm anybody, or I don't know. I don't know what the Middle Eastern or the Asian holidays are, but even then, you could say like happy, with a shitload of phlegm. And be like, all right, man, Merry Christmas. Because again, it's not like eh, most, and again, this is a liberal thing, which is just, and I would say I hate harping on them, but I actually don't. They're just so fucking retarded right now. I can't even deal with it. But Merry Christmas is not a derogatory. What about people who don't celebrate Christmas, Dutch? Okay. What about them? Yeah, I know the silence is fucking deafening because nothing. If you don't celebrate Christmas and I say Merry Christmas to you, you do not have to say Merry Christmas back. You can say Happy Hanukkah. It's okay. I will not be offended. I get it. We're different. It's fine. I don't hate you. We're not going to start a religious war. God damn it. You people are so. Oh, you liberals are just. I can't. I. It makes me so sad because like Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. You have family, love them or hate them. You got them all here. Oh, so Friday night, low key, bro. Tim Tam man, shut up. I'm thinking about going to a Christmas party that I was told it was in Black Forest. It's not. It's actually in Colorado War Springs. But I have a Christmas suit that I've been dying to wear for years. It's just never been right. Because you can't wear a fucking Christmas suit like covered in trees and shit to church. Oh, speaking of church, hey, my nephew got christened on Sunday. So shout out to him, man. That's important. Okay. I don't care what your religious beliefs are, but mine are that, baptism brings you into the fold. If you're not baptized, you're not going to hell. Shut the fuck up. You people obviously don't read the crap you hate. But I've been dying to wear this Christmas suit. And I'm gonna go, I think. And I need to figure out a way to live stream parts of it. Because I'm super on board. I'm looking at the Christmas suit now and it's green and it has like Santa heads all over it. And it has a jacket and pants and a tie. I'll wear a white suit and probably some light brown shoes. Um, but and these are people I don't know. Well, I do. I mean, I know Aubrey, but I'm not sure she knows these people. And Seth, Aubrey, why the fuck is Seth not like joining in on these podcasts? Like, I figure he would be part of this. Like, I think he wouldn't. Maybe we get Seth as a guest. Aubrey, make it happen. Phil, you can see Aubrey in the chat. Connect with her. Make Seth a guest. Guys, I need an okay response. Okay, so, and I wanna live stream this parts. Other parts I don't want to because I might take my pants off, and you guys aren't privy to that. Fuck you. Yeah, me and Seth, Aubrey. But no, no, I need him on before this because I need him to get together and wear a matching suit with me. Phil, seriously, contact Aubrey. and you guys put this together. You guys are my producers. Actually, Phil is. Nobody sends me any stars. Fuck you, Facebook. How do you send stars? Phil, Phil and Aubrey, I think you can do like first time star send is free. Figure that out. Well, don't text. Text who? Phil or Seth? Don't text Phil, because fuck Phil. He was supposed to help me with my hobby, and he. Oh, no, not fuck Phil. Fuck Seth, because he was supposed to help me with my hobby, and he didn't. Okay. Phil and Aubrey, stop with your nonsense. Can you guys see the chat? Okay, we can't have radio silence. What do you guys want to talk about for a little bit? Why they figure out how to see if they can see the Facebook chat. Because I'm pretty sure they're like Facebook chatting and they can see each other. So all you have to do is click on that person and hit add friend. You send a direct message and you say, okay, let's help Dutch because he's not smart enough to figure this out on his own. Okay, so yes, Aubrey can see chat. Aubrey, can you see Phil? Phil, can you see Aubrey? The answer is yes. You two connect. You figure this out. Let's set it up. I have now become rockstar status. I have I've employed both of you who basically work for nothing. Thank you, Phil. Okay. You guys figure this out and you just send me the message and say, okay, we got it. Seth is going to wear this suit. He's going to be on the podcast on this date. Be ready to record. I also need you guys to find me other talent. Okay, perfect. You guys got it. You guys get together. You get this done for me. I would super appreciate it. If you just tell me like what day to sign on to Zoom and make a podcast with this person, I would be eternally grateful. Not the drunk chick though, Aubrey. I know what you're thinking. Nope, she's not ready for the world. But the rest of you guys, just find me anybody. Start getting on the old Twitter and just like start messaging famous people and be like, "Hey man, you want to come talk to Dutch?" Because I've thought about this. You guys take care of that. I'm going to talk to the rest of you for a minute. I want to email or call one of my state representatives and be like, okay, A, fuck you. Like, I don't care who you are. Even Lauren Boebert. Like, fuck you. Fuck you less, but fuck you. I want to talk to you. I have some goddamn questions, and I want some actual answers. Because, again, I listen to talk radio. You guys know that. And Lauren was on with Ross Kamensky, who, God damn it, today he pissed me off so much because he went on some rant like, I've only been drunk twice in my life. Fuck you, pussy. Doesn't matter. But he had Lauren on and he asked Lauren about the Omar comments. And if you guys don't know about this, read the fucking news. Okay, I can't help or explain it to you. And she dodged the question completely, partially. Ross then rephrased the question and she also partially dodged it. I want a state representative. Also, you represent my state, you represent me. I have some fucking questions. And I want to ask them, what do you believe, A or B? And when they're like, well, C's a good. Nope, that's not what I asked. I want to be able to ask them face to face, like, hey, fuck you, give me a goddamn answer. And I know they can't. It's not can't. They won't do that because they're all spineless. Because as soon as you get elected to any office, you lose your fucking spine. But I just want one of them. So, Dale and Aubrey, back to you as my producers, and feel free to pass this on to anyone else who's more capable than y'all. I want to talk to a United States representative from Colorado, and I have some fucking questions for them. And when they say we don't have time, you say he fucking voted for you. Get your ass in gear and talk to the people you represent. And when they say, no, I can't, you just respond with, fuck you, asshole. Actually, Phil, you probably can't do this because you live in North Carolina. But I'd love to talk. Phil, you have some very interesting representatives that I would like to speak to as well. I'll get you their names. We're gonna start building an empire. This is the beginning of the empire. For you guys listening to this podcast tonight, that's a great title. Let me write that down. Beginning. How do you guys spell beginning? Begin. Gen? It's GEN or GIN? Yeah, I'm not that stupid. Fuck you, nerds. Of an empire. Okay, so this is the beginning of the empire. This is the beginning of the Dutch and Denver podcast on a global scale. I need you guys to use all of your contacts. Aubrey, I know who you work for. I will not say it on this podcast right now, but I will later, and I will throw you under the bus if you do not give me what I want. I want to talk to someone in your department. Phil, North Carolina, lock it up. Start emailing senators. These are becoming threats. We're going to do this now, immediately. Let's get weird. Let's not get weird. Let's get serious about this. I'm going to give Joe Rogan a money, or be specific. Aubrey, I can't be specific about your job. You're fired. I'm going to give Joe Rogan a run for his money because Joe Rogan, God love him, picks and chooses the people on the show. I want people who hate me on my show. And this is my show now. This is the Dutch and Denver podcast, the Dutch and Denver global show. Find me people, famous people, shitty people. I don't care. If I have to talk to the Weld County School Board treasurer, I'll do it. But we're gonna make a revolution, and I'll pull some of my weight with my connections with the FBI and all that stuff. I'll work on it too, but I need my 2 producers. I'll send you guys. Let's start with $500 a month. Deal? Deal. Great. Perfect. Get me somebody. Get him now. Let's do this. Let's wrap up this podcast. It was fun. I said what I had to say. And Phil, don't go anywhere, everybody. We're gonna hop on Halo. Do you have Halo downloaded, Phil? If not, do it now. Because we're gonna do a little Halo. I've missed it. I feel powered. I'm ready to do some Halo. So hey, I appreciate all you guys listening. If you are listening and you do have some connection to some psychopathic liberal, which is all of them, or a congressman, a representative, anybody who would talk to me, let me know. You guys know the socials. It's up there right at the top. You got the Twitter, Dutch the Beast. That's my main one. You have Dutch in Denver. Oh, that's not up there. Ooh, bummer. Okay, so there's Dutch the Beast is the one Twitter, and the other Twitter is Dutch in Denver, no I, just Dutch in the letter Denver. 2 Twitters, Facebook, Dutch in Denver, YouTube, Dutch in Denver, everywhere Dutch in Denver. Anchor.fm/Dutch in Denver. That's the main podcast. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, it's on iHeart. It's fucking everywhere. Like it, love it, spread it. Help me help you. And find me a fucking liberal, guys. This is like the leprechaun search of the year. Find them. Do it. All right, Phil. Halo in a couple minutes. Until next time, guys. I super appreciate it like always. You're my best friends. Ah.